below. It turns out that my tripod got taller this whole time and I didn't realize it, so yay. But I can't do like overhead video, but I did kind of think I was getting a little intimidated editing my vlog, so I'm going to record something that's a little bit easier for me to record. And so I thought, so I just finished decluttering my deck collection, and I think my tarot deck collection, I think I'm down to all of the ones that I want to keep for now. But like, I think I'm at peace where I don't feel like I need any more or any less. Like I feel like I've gotten it down to like my main ones. And it took me about a year to kind of get my deck down to this size. So here it is. I have 7. So I figured I'll just do like a little tour of these and we can practice editing videos with it. And it's kind of maybe a fun way to introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Maya. I like all kinds of things, and one of them is tarot, and I've been reading for about 11 years now, mainly just for myself and friends, not like professionally. Like this is just a hobby. And I used to be a very avid collector, but I'm trying to be less of a collector in general, so this was one area where I definitely needed to declutter. But these are the ones that I for sure want to keep, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to share what they are. So the first one is the Greer tarot. This is my first deck. For a long time, it was my only deck. The box is like destroyed, but I don't know, I keep the box anyway. Yeah, it doesn't even have a top, so it's just kind of like a little sleeve for it. This is my deck. I went through a modding phase, and you'll see that with the ones that I kept, and I colored the edges blue to match the back. And yeah, this is like a very fun deck. It's very colorful, very like 70s, and I think that it's super fun. And it was the first time when I was like looking around for decks and trying to pick one out, it was Borderless, and I really, really liked that aspect of it. Yeah, it's just very, very pretty. Nice, solid, classic deck. I think this is my like desert island one. Like if something happened, this is the one that I would take with me. Like if I had to only have one. So starting off strong. All right, next, another one that I modded. I'm going in order of age in my collection. So the next one is the Smith-Waith tarot deck. This is the like classic one. Maybe people know it more as Rider-Waite-Smith, but I like this edition because the colors are a little bit more muted, and it is also, maybe it won't focus. I don't know how we'll do this. Is that? Okay, whatever. It says it's borderless as well. So, yeah, I like borderless decks, I guess. But yeah, so this is it. Classic. Yeah, I really like the muted colors. I used to have like the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck with the like plaid back, but like the yellow on that version was like so hard for me to look at, so I went with this one. I feel like everyone should have at least one OG tarot deck. Like sometimes you're just in the mood for like the classic reading. So that's this one. And yeah, I shaded the edges green to kind of match the back, and I feel like it gives it a nice little fun vibe. Also, for some reason, my camera keeps saying I only have 5 minutes left, so I'm going kind of fast. So next up is my only Oracle deck. It's the Iris Oracle. It comes in a very, this was the first one that I got. Well, actually, that's not, but it's like, it's got a very nice box. And it says I love you on the inside. And I also modded this one. I colored the edges black to kind of match the front and the borders around it. It felt kind of cheap at first when I got it because like the white, it just kind of like made it look like regular cardstock, and this kind of made it a little bit more cohesive. I really wish I figured out a setup for like doing this overhead, but maybe I'll figure that out for next time. But yeah, these are just like very beautiful, simple, like colored pencil drawings. And like, I don't know, they just like kind of make me feel, I feel like this is like unwatchable. I'm so sorry. Make me feel like a, I don't know, type of way, inspired. Maybe I'll like re-record this sometime when I have a better setup. But yeah, very simple, very beautiful. I feel like sometimes when I like need another perspective or like some journaling prompts, this is always a really great deck to go with, and I love it. So okay, and then next, this one's a little bit weird. Well, it's not weird. It's the Modern Witch Tarot, but I had the original, but I did not like the box that it came in, and the cardstock was like a little bit too thick, and I just didn't enjoy like shuffling it and holding it and like using it, but I loved the art, so I found this bootleg edition of it at a street fair. Like a little witchy thing that was going on, and it's just like a mini of the original, and it also has this like one misprint. It says Pour of Swords instead of Four of Swords, which is kind of silly, but yep, this is like the one that this way I have my kind of favorite go-to deck in a size that I can kind of take in my purse. And similarly, the next one, it's not bootleg, but I did repurchase it in a smaller form factor, and that's the Gentle Tarot. This one is also very, very incredible and beautiful. And I got the linen edition, which is also like small. Similarly, I just like wasn't loving the cardstock. I mean, I did love it. It was very like lush and beautiful, like rose petal finish cards and like beautiful foil edges, but like I just didn't want to read with it because it was just like, I don't know, I feel like I just don't like feeling like I need to be really precious with my cards. So that one went away, and I just used this like small linen edition tuck box. So these are both my like kind of mini decks. I'm gonna pause and figure out why there's a countdown on my video. I'm back. I just needed to delete some stuff. Alright, so next is the Cozy Witch Tarot. This is actually the most recent one that I purchased. Yeah, I really love it. It's the author, Amanda Lovelace, or she wrote the book, and then the artist is Janina Medeiros, and they worked together on an Oracle deck that I used to have. But now I can't remember the name of it. But it was also like same kind of art style and vibe. But this is a tarot deck, and when I saw that they came out with this, I was like, oh, perfect. This is like, I don't know, I just really love this deck. It's like, I don't know, it was one that I thought about kind of letting go of, maybe. But I don't know, I just love the characters. I feel like this is still so blurry. I don't know how to make it not blurry. Can I like, oh, there we go. Great, that's better. Yeah, all I had to do was tap on the screen. Silly me. But yeah, I feel like all the images on here just like tell a story and are just like, I don't know, they're very, I don't know, they're very like sweet and whimsical and very like gentle and comforting, and I just love cozy decks with nice colors, if you can't tell. So and then last but not least is my Frankendeck. So basically what I've been doing with the cards that like the decks that I decided not to keep, is I'm like kind of slowly curating them down into one big Frankendeck that has like cards from all of them that all like mean something to me. And eventually once that happens, I'll cut them all down to be the same size, because this is like, it's so uneven that it's basically unusable. But yeah, this is like, this felt like a nice alternative to like keeping all of them, was just to like kind of like put them all together into one little deck that is like super personal to me. And this is why it's taken me like a year, is because I've been like slowly going through these and like kind of experimenting with which ones I want to keep. And ones that I decide not to keep end up in my journal, like kind of as little inserts and decorations and stuff. So they don't totally go to waste. But it is a very long and slow process. But I don't know, I'm very, very excited for when this is finalized and cut down to size. I feel like it is just gonna be such a like fun little like personal item of mine. So yeah, and that's my whole collection. I felt like I was starting to just like feel bad about having so many, because they just like weren't getting the attention they deserved. And yeah, and I feel like I just have like a lot of things that just sit around that I don't really touch, and I just don't really want to be like that anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I guess I'm kind of on like a little bit of a minimalism journey, if you could call it that. But yeah, so that is everything. I did not properly put these back in their boxes because I was stressed out about the timer on my camera, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Just as a recap, Gentle Tarot, Modern Witch Tarot, Liminal 11. If you're watching this, please make a mini deck of this so I can not have a bootleg edition. But I did buy it. I did buy a real one, and I had the coloring book, so I don't feel that bad. My Frankendeck, which maybe I'll do updates on this periodically if people are curious. Cozy Witch, oh my gosh, Cozy Witch Tarot deck. Maybe I'm just like feeling a little crazy today. Greer Tarot. The Smith-Waith Tarot deck, Borderless edition. Beautiful. And the Iris Oracle. Cool. Well, that was everything. Thank you for watching. And this is my first video, and I'm excited for the other things that I have planned coming up as well. And I hope you stick around. All right.